Shemai everyone, yes, Morten here with another video. That was a Welsh greeting, hence the Welsh flag, because I am going to unbox for you a record from a Welsh band. And it's a Welsh band and a sort of adjacent Welsh artist that I have talked about many times. And this band I've shown one record from. So this would be the second record I get from this band. The band is Ffa Coffi Pawb. I ordered this from RoughTrade about, feels like 2 months ago or maybe more now. Took a really long time before they shipped this thing. So yeah, this is Clymhalio by Ffa Coffi Pawb. Ffa Coffi Pawb, the band's name means everyone's coffee beans, but when said quickly and in Welsh and with part of the word meaning everyone, it sounds like they are saying fuck off everyone. So that's the reason for that. The band existed quite a while ago, from 1986 to 1992. It was on a Welsh label called Angst with a K. Angst, yeah. And if I remember correctly, reading about this band a fairly long time ago, I think most of their releases back then were on cassette. And the band consisted, of course, of singer and guitarist gruffrhyssko, later from Superfurryanimalsgru, and of course his solo career, which I have made loads of videos about. It was drummer David Lyon, who also ended up in Superfurryanimalsgru. And we had Reissue from Gorky's Psychotic Minky, and finally Dewey Emlyn, who later worked as a tour manager for actually both bands. And this is their third out of three. Try again. This is their second album out of 3 studio albums, with Delic Pelion, Clymhalio, and Hey Vidal being the discography. And there was a compilation album in 2004 called Bluth. They only released 2 singles. So when you check out these albums sort of historically, make sure that you go after the name of the album and not the way the cover looks, because all 3 albums, maybe Hey Vidal isn't. Well, first of all 3 albums in the reissue series, which has come out from 2023 through to now, look much better than they did back in the day, and the cover are, especially for the first 2, are significantly different than what you'll see as the early versions of the album on, for example, Discogs. There are no pictures of these albums on Wikipedia, or even a link to the separate albums except that compilation. So, like I said, this is a band that I have one album from. Very, quite different to what you sort of have in your head as far as gruffrhyssko goes. But all the music he's made with Superfurryanimalsgru and on his own is always so different anyway. So, but I mean, I wouldn't say that this is necessarily from the first album a group that I immediately sort of latched onto. But I'm getting it also in part because gruffrhyssko and Superfurryanimalsgru have given me so much musical joy through my life now, almost for 30 years. I just I'm just in a world where I want to collect as much biographies as I am able to. So it says here, I'm not going to try and butcher the Welsh language. Of course, I would love to be able to speak Welsh. So it's a Dayglow Welsh language dream pop from 1991. This album finds the group experimenting with recording techniques, samplers, and genres. This is a limited edition pink neon vinyl, 300 copies, and it was released in 1991. There's your hype sticker, and there's a back. Yeah, let's get rid of the shrink wrap for you guys. Here we go. And the back. Except for the first track being called Miss Cornflakes 91, all the rest are in Welsh. So you got Cwsg, Hydref, In Sacramento, Cydwyn, Dan yw brwyd, Gweld dim bydd, and so on. And here's your inner sleeve sew. And the band. Clymhalio, the second studio album. The second studio album by Ffa Coffi Pawb finds the group experimenting for probably less than a couple of weeks over 18 months of disparate weekends and work nights with recording techniques and genres in trying to make some kind of Dayglow Welsh language pop album. Traces of their live shoegazing selves creep in now and again, perhaps, but the emphasis was in creating pop constructs and not in capturing moments. And thanks to Witchy and Republic of Music for facilitating this release. And that would be gruff. That would be gruff right there. So, and let's have a look at the vinyl, shall we? Which is very much as described. Here we go. Yeah, guys, so that was me unboxing one of the 3 albums by Ffa Coffi Pawb, Welsh band, which of course is the precursor to my beloved Super Furry Animals. And I hope you enjoyed that, and this wets your whistle, and you go out and check out the band yourself, or Super Furry Animals, or of course gruffrhyssko who just released a brand new solo album back in September. We're in late October now. Super Furry Animals are going on a reunion tour in the UK and Ireland next year. I could not get tickets for that. And even if I could, I don't know where my life is going to be around, was it April, May they were going to do this? But it sold out really fast, and they put up, a second show at each venue, or two where they already had two shows, and those sold out pretty much right away as well. Yeah, city life, eh? Well, I might as well leave it there then. Please click like, that does help my channel. If you want to subscribe, well, that makes me happy. And wherever you are in the world, Nosta, Boreda, and I hope to see you guys soon in another video. Bye-bye.